Alrighty, so today I'm going to be drawing a marketable plushie. That is correct. Today I'm going to be drawing in my SOHO Urban Artist Brick Sketchbook, and I'm going to be drawing with my Pilot G2 0.38mm size pen. But what exactly makes a plushie marketable? Well, there are a couple different factors in my personal opinion, but the main factor really is a plushie being cute or adorable or something like that. And so my goal today is to make a plushie that looks a little bit cute and also funny. I definitely do think funny plushies are a little bit more marketable than not as well. One other thing I got to keep in mind with marketable plushies is that they have to be easily producible and producible on the cheap, which means that I got to make sure there's no sort of hard angles or anything like that. I got to make sure everything has rounded edges, and I got to make sure that everything is very easy and cheap to produce when you farm it out to China for children to make in factories. So when you farm out the plushie to China for children to make in factories, you got to make sure it's easy to produce. So you make sure that the quality is really good. So you got to make sure you don't got to ship too many of the plushies back. And so you make sure that you don't lose too much money on your investment in this factory in China that you may or may not have bought. Yeah, there's a lot of different factors to making sure that a plushie is indeed marketable, and I think I've got the perfect design for a marketable plushie. And so as such, today I'm going to be drawing it, as I'm sure you guys might be able to infer by the title of this video, which is indeed drawing a marketable plushie. But without further ado, let's go ahead and actually get my SOHO Urban Artist Brick Sketchbook all opened up to the nearest open page. I'm thinking probably should do that. And now that I am on the nearest open page, let's just go and just center that in my camera. And now, let's go ahead and get to drawing this marketable plushie. Now, I need something, just to remind you, I need something that doesn't have any super hard angles. Also, one thing to keep in mind as well, something that doesn't use a lot of color. The less colors you need means that you got to spend less on different colors, which means that you get a cheaper plushie as well. So you definitely want not too many colors, not too many details. That adds price. No hard angles, soft angles, and I think I've got the perfect design for all of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and sketch the outline of the design real quick, starting off with the head up here, and I'm just going to go around and then just kind of down. Just like that. And there we go. That's pretty much the actual just design all done. I think this would be very easy to produce. All you got to do is put a bunch of stuffing inside and basically just sew everything together. I mean, like, it's no hard angles or anything like that. Now, of course, this is just a weird design right off the bat. You got to actually add some detail to the design, of course, as well. But I don't think this character, I don't think this plushie needs really a lot of detail. All it needs is a face. That's all it needs. So let's go ahead and give it a face real quick. And I'm thinking, so normally with a lot of my characters that have the mouth kind of stretching all the way across through the lines, that's an artistic thing that I like to do. I like kind of having the lines go over each other and stuff like that. This is a marketable plushie, though. I cannot be doing that. This needs to stay marketable. So I think first off, I'm going to do the nose, which is just going to be a line on the character. It's not actually going to be coming out like an actual nose. It's just going to be kind of stitched on just a little bit. So there's the nose. And we're going to have one eye right there, and then another eye right there. And then we're going to have a mouth right there, and maybe just two little lines like that. And I will admit, I'm not really super happy with the eyes and how they turned out. I might try this again in all honesty, but this is definitely more so what I was kind of thinking than not. I do think I'm going to try this again, though. I don't think this is quite my ideal marketable plushie design quite yet, but I think we're getting close. So let's go ahead and do this again. This one, it's not going to work. There's just too many hard angles, like especially like down here and whatnot. Just too many hard angles. So I'm going to go ahead and try this again. And I hope I can actually get this. We've got 2 more pages. So we've got 2 more pages in the sketchbook. So I hope I'm able to get this one good. There we go. Just like that. I'm thinking that's pretty good as well. Should work, you know what I'm saying? Having one side of the plushie be uneven to the other gives the plushie some personality and maybe will make people like it a little bit more. Let's go ahead. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the eyes. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do them like really big or really small. I think like bigger eyes would be funny, but I also think small eyes would be funny. I'm thinking I want to do like an eye like that. And then an eye like that. And then like just a little bit of a nose, just like that kind of thing. And then just like the tiniest mouth right there. And that's like all there is to the actual marketable plushie itself. Let's just go over these lines again just to make them a little bit more distinct. When I send over the design to a factory for them to make it, I need to make sure they can see the outside line and everything like that very well. So I got to make sure the lines are just a little bit more distinct than not, of course. Do that again. No, in all reality, I don't know. I have no plans to make a marketable plushie at the moment. I do think it would be fun to do eventually, though, but I have no plans to do that at the moment. But here's a design that I could use if I so desired. And I think that's pretty much the drawing all done. Would you guys buy this little character as a marketable plushie? Yeah, I don't know if I would, frankly put, but plushies aren't really my thing anyway. But you know what? Just to say that I would buy this. I would buy this as a marketable plushie. 100%, 100%, definitely. But, you know, I think I've covered all of my bases for what a marketable plushie should be. No hard angles, not a lot of color, not a lot of details. Means that it's all cheaper to produce. It's got some personality. It's kind of cute, kind of creepy, just a little bit kind of thing. Has some personality as a whole. I think this could work as a marketable plushie. Excuse me. I do think that this could work as a marketable plushie, though. Yeah, certainly no complaints on my behalf. Well, let me know in the comments down below, would you guys buy this if it was a marketable plushie? Let me know in the comments down below. And, of course, please make sure to, like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my main channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But, you know, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?